Hey, my riding season is basically back. I've got a few days between here and the rest of the season, I guess. It'll be definitely too cold for me to be wanting to get out. But for the most part, I'm back. Bike is dirty, it's gonna stay dirty because everything's snow's still melting and trails are still drying up, but it's getting better. But I've noticed on my last couple of videos, which I hope you enjoyed, that I got some squeal coming from my back brakes. And I reconfirmed it on my 26 miler today. When I came up behind people, I put on the rear brakes and they licked back. I can't hear them because I got my noise canceling Skull Candy earbuds in, but I did notice it on my last couple of videos. There's mud everywhere. Everything's been pretty wet. I haven't hosed it down, but it's just been road dirt. So real quick, I'm gonna pull off the pads, lightly sand them down and get them clean and new looking again and reinstall them. And this time, I'm gonna let y'all watch because I know you wanna know how easy this is. Before we start doing the actual knuckle busting, you gotta have a couple of things ready. Need a 3mm hex. That's for the pin that holds the brake pads in the caliper so they won't get lost. And then a 5mm hex to remove the 2 bolts from the caliper to the mounting post. And then I got a little magnet tray to keep stuff lost. Second thing is, and the video for this will be up there in the upper corner, you need to get your back tire up off the ground because afterwards, I want to spin the tire, fine tune, adjust the placement of the caliper onto the rotor so that there's no drag, and I want to confirm it. So this is just an easy, quick way to get your ass off the ground. Okay, I like to loosen up or break the bolt free on the caliper pin while this is all bolted down, and then you can, give it a couple of turns to back it out just to make it ready. Take a picture or whatever you need to remember your setups on how everything, all your washers and spacers and nuts are, so you can put it back the same way. Just slides right off. Remember, we already loosened this up. Undo it all together, and then the pads just push right out. How long did that take? Not even a minute, I don't think. And of course, looking at these things, they're dirty, they're filthy, so we'll go get them on the bench and clean them up. Now, if you watch a lot of the other YouTube videos, people are doing this with surgical gloves and oxygen preps, and alcohol wipes. You can do that if you want, but all that matters is the surface of the braking pad material where it contacts the rotor, and that's going to get dirty the next time I ride anyway. So all I want to do is resurface, refinish them, and all I'm going to use is some sandpaper. And I'm even going to cheat because I've got it already set up on an orbital sander. 200 grit for a couple seconds on an orbital, and it's like a new pad, just maybe not as clean. Drop that second one, but look at this. That's just what the first microsecond that I had it on there, it got the outer edges, which must have been high, down, and now another microsecond blast on the sander, and I'll have the inside the same as the outside. Look at that. That's so easy. That's all you want. Now, you just put them back the same way they came off, in reverse order. Put the spring in there. Those pads look like they're brand new, except they're dirty. On the outside, the actual pad itself that's sitting on there has just been resurfaced. Oh, resurfaced. So that goes back in. The spring will hold the pads in. This bolt is just some safety reassurance thing that the lawyers came up with. So get that started and then reassemble the caliper, and then whatever washers, wherever the washers are or were, as you need them. I'm trying something different with the washers myself. Because I had another adjustment that I needed or wanted to do prior. So now is a good time to incorporate it. Oh yeah, I hate this. The rear one, you gotta reach all the way over to the other side. Man, I can see that rotor flexing. That top's got like no adjustment, or it's on the all the way farthest out. And then my back one, the lower one, is the only one I really got to work with. Hold it. Well, you got it held down. Crank down on the last bolt you got to get. I need to get a little bit closer. From here, it's just how much time you want to spend fine tuning and tweaking it, and then how much of a difference you really think you're making. Now it's going to make noise at first. A couple of hard brakes when you're out on the road. We'll bed them in. Remember, you got new surface on the pads. You do it a couple times like this since you're on a strong, solid lift. It helped a little bit, but I'm serious. I've done this so many times. The first mile, first 5 or 6 times braking is all you need. And that's it, man. It's that easy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope that helped you. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments, and if I don't answer it, someone else will. See ya.